good morning, and welcome back. We are happy to have our guest back with us, Mrs. Kaye Trotman, who's the president of the Tobago Unique Bird Breakfast and Self-Catering Association. And we are talking about the impact of the state of emergency on Tobago's hotel sector. Good morning and welcome back. I am still having difficulty hearing you. Can you?
My mic is all
All
the way
right.
up.
Okay, I'm hearing you now. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So, as indicated previously, you stated in your release that this state of emergency has had a negative impact on bookings here in Tobago. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Speaking on behalf of the smaller properties, and I did indicate that there was some negative impact from the SOE, a small amount. I indicated that a minimum amount of our properties did indicate that the SOE caused some of their clients who they already had in-house to leave earlier than planned. However, bookings have not been affected as yet for the Carnival or Easter period, or were the bookings that were made over the Carnival period, that period just after the SOE, were they affected? They were not affected.
Okay. And why is it important for this to be managed in such a way that some of the smaller properties are not negatively impacted? And how should that be managed?
Well, not just for the smaller properties, SOEs by their very nature implies some degree of restriction, and there's a perception that visitors would have once you hear things like a state of emergency. Folks would be concerned, is it safe to travel? Is it safe at the destination? What is the level of movement they can do on the destination? So, but that by their very nature, SOE will cause some apprehension among potential travelers. What we need to do is to ensure that we manage the communication that goes out there so as to reassure potential travelers that it is safe to come to Tobago. It is safe to be moving around, even though there is a state of emergency, to give our potential visitors and visitors that happen to be in our space at this time the real reassurance is that it is a precautionary that is at the national level, but at the level of destination Tobago, we remain unaffected, and to ensure, put in place things that actually visible things like the presence of our tourism oriented police at our various tourism sites that our visitors and potential visitors can see and feel a level of security and safety.
Right. You also suggested stakeholder collaborations. What does that look like for your organization?
Well, we all want to be saying the same message. We do not want to be one set of stakeholders saying all is well and another set of stakeholders proclaiming doom and gloom. So we need to be singing, as the old people would say, from the same hymn sheet that Tobago is safe at the moment, and we will continue to ensure that it remains safe. We are looking at the messaging that our property owners must give to our guests in terms of reassuring them that all is still well on Tobago despite the state of emergency.
Right. And what have you been advising some of your members to do during this time?
Well, one of the things is to definitely look at what the Division of Tourism and TTAL especially has been putting out there as the information that we need to reassure our guests with, staying abreast with them, indicating to them that yes, we answer them quite truthfully, quite tactfully at the same time, reassuring them of the do's and don'ts of moving around, which are some of the normal things we would advise them on, how to take precautionary measures, places not to necessarily visit, that sort of thing. So that we have been doing that, and we are indicating to our members that they need to stay abreast with communiques that the THA or TTAL would be putting out on the whole issue.
Right. And have you had any communication with TTAL in regards to having that destination marketing campaign and everything like that set up?
Not really. What we are expecting them to do, in fact, we have seen them doing a bit of that on their site, their website, in terms of the information that they put out there. But like I said, it is not a one and all thing. There needs to be that continued sort of communication going out there. So I'm expecting that the THA, and I'm expecting especially that TTAL would continue to engage us as stakeholders and keeping us abreast, finding out from us how we are being impacted by the whole episode, and doing real time, as it were, any real time adjustment that needs to take place.
Excellent. And so when it comes to the data on the numbers, whether it be increase or decrease, has your organization taken responsibility for gathering that data to possibly send it to TTAL and the other tourism institutions?
Yes, we will. Whatever impact we would suffer, if we do, and when we do, we will be taking note of those so that we can pass that information on to the relevant stakeholders as we look at addressing going forward.
Excellent. Well, we want to thank you so much for coming on this morning and representing the Tobago Unique Bread and Breakfast and Self-Catering Association and making sure that you echo the sentiments of the industry. Again, we want to thank you for that. We're going to take a quick break right here and we're going to be back right after this. So see you soon.